Cause look, I've been in this game 4.5 minutes and I ain't even got a weapon. Fuck that. Oh, they put it in here as well. Nah. Right, they put Sluicy's tracks on this. What radio station? No, I don't even want to know what radio station. Ooh. Do you know if you hold down L3, you know, you can side drift and it turbo boost at the same time. It's a fucked up car, you know. Like that, some drift. Emma! Gotta take her home quick. Oh shit. I just blew the car up. I just broke its engine. That's not good. But anyway, got my favourite car here. So I take it to heart, man. Don't even listen to people like that. I'm shit at this game considering. But that's the same as what's his name? Well, I don't want to mention his name, but you know, he said the same thing. But you see me, like I said, man, I just ignore the person, innit? There's no point engaging in conversation with people like that who want to say things like that. Not only that, it backfires, and really and truly, from what I remember, 90% of the time that person ran out on their own and tried to be like God's hero and got killed, and was and 90% of the time was responsible why our team got killed, but never want to sit back and think about that for a second. You know what I mean? Never accountable. That's why me, yeah, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say on the matter. They can argue. That person could even argue tooth blue. 90% of the videos I put up, yeah, you just watch them and you see who dies first and who's left, yeah, to do things. Me and you, yeah. And when you answer that question, when the man answers that question and say, why is that the case, when the two people who ain't considered, yeah. Well, listen, that's why sometimes I just let people do whatever they want to do. I don't argue. There's nothing to argue about in this game. If people want to go about their business and then they turn around when they die and say you're horrible, well, you're horrible because you died first. That's all I say. There's nothing to say. I'll say, look, it's recorded and this is the shit that you come out with. Yeah, you're horrible. You're shit. I don't even remember this place, you know. And this is in Holy Hedges. Am I just buzzing? I've never gone in there. I've never been in that building. And it's been here like for God knows how long. That's the first time like, I'm looking in there and I'm like, it's new. It is new. That's what I thought. I was like, hang on, where the fuck has that been? I never see that there before. Right. That's which one's that? That's the Fortnite music. That's not what I was looking for. Nah, man. Oh, so they put the Fortnite tracks on play on all of them now. Shit, it used to be Party Royale only. I can't believe they got Shlooshy's album in there as well. Jesus. I don't know who sings this. So look, I'm actually driving like it's a real car, you know, even fucking about. But a lad. No, hold on. Emma will not like my driving style, driving skills, you know. I'll say like, listen, lend me your car and let's go to the chicken shop. Nah, joking. No, shout out to Emma for real. Lovely lady. Change that track, please. I hope to God Epic wins this fucking lawsuit, man, and just fuck Apple up, because if they fuck Apple up, then Spotify can fuck up Apple as well. Good. And Spotify got all their music on here, man. They must be just laughing. They must be laughing at Apple now. Apple's just too damn greedy, man. Greedy bastards. If Bill Gates was still in charge of Microsoft, and Bill Gates, I mean, not Bill Gates, what the fuck his name? Steve Jobs was still alive and he was the head of Apple, I don't think none of this would be going on, you know. I'm telling you. Just corporate bigwigs, man. Don't know jack shit about nothing. The worst thing about it as well, man. Apple doesn't even have Apple has a stranglehold on the gaming industry, and yet they don't even provide anything. That's the worst thing about it. That is the most heinous thing about the gaming industry. Apple ain't got nothing to piss in the industry, but they chokehold the whole thing. With the App Store, just the App Store alone chokeholds a big chunk of the gaming industry. Fucking greedy bastards. Greedy bear bastards. Heartash, did you get... I don't know if Heartash is still there. I'm sure he was here earlier. I would have said to him, did he collect his money from Save the World? I've got bare missions. I've got so many missions to do. I'm gonna make like 2,000 V-Bucks on that game. Like so rapidly. Yes, it can. That cat ain't got no characters, man. Field surgeon, like, oh, this is season 5. Season 7, season 6. Season 5. Season 4, season 2, season 2. Season 5, season 7, season 3, season 5, season 7, 6, 5, season 6, season 5, season 2, season 7, season 7, season 7. Oh. Chapter 2, season 2, season 6, season 5. But I played this game from season 1. That's the worst thing. On the Xbox. I just let them seasons go by, man. I just didn't give a fuck. Whew. Come, let's try some doo doo. Did you have sand poo poo? Oh shit. Fucking hell, fuck myself up. That wasn't too clever. And who's the bastard trying to snipe me, yeah? Oh, you little bastards. Little fucking shit. Yeah. I've got your shit now. So. Someone's here. Fuck me. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Trapped. Totally and utterly trapped. Ooh, someone got their bus up. Someone. Right, using Calamity as well. Quan. I'm in support for Calamity, but still. Nah, that was disgusting. Walked right into that. And that. Oh. How many left? 3 left. Come on, Calamity. Look, my man don't even want the miss either. Them things hinder, man. I swear to God they made them weak, you know. Oh man's mothers, them weapons are weaker. All challenges week 1. Doctor Doom, eliminate Doctor Doom at Doom's domain. But I've done that. Get 50 grand. Eliminate 3 people at Holly Hedges. I swear this game crash. Destroy boats at Craggy Cliff. Shield chests inside. Hang on, what's that? This shield. Oh, destroy the chest inside the Quinjets. No, it's not. Eliminations at the Authority 1 of 3. Search chests at Salty Springs 2 of 7. That's tomorrow's task. Those 6 tasks. And then the game goes off. Let's do 5 levels. And you left 2 left. Come on, man. I want to see some shit. You got 106. You got 169, and a sniper's gonna take 260 off your bottom if you ain't careful. Come on, Calamity. He's not building for his life, you know. Life and career is at stake, mate. Cat, you still there? You watching, yeah? Ooh, nice barricade. Oh. I don't even know who was chatting shit earlier. Someone said something about they're gonna change the game and make it 2 maps. Like, what on earth do you need to make 2 maps in this game for? 1 map is big enough. All you need to do is keep it 1 map and just increase the item drop, man. Just add the item drop about 45%, so people actually can start with some shit, you know. Make it interesting. And people are paid to play this game, and there's no fucking weapons. Fucking shit. You pay for a season pass and you got cosmetics that you have to fucking earn. You have to sit there and play consistently to unlock these things that you pay for. You got to pay to use weapons that you can't even get hold of. You have no access to top tier weapons. Only really the top players do. So he the top player who takes a risk will get Iron Man and Doom's myths, or maybe Wolverines. They're the hardest ones to get, but not anyone could just get them at the start of the game. It just doesn't work like that. Why don't you just knock it all down, man? Shoot it down. Shoot it down, let it fall to him death. Hello, Charles. We ain't doing that. Watching and listening, you're lying. She tells such a pack of lies in it. No, I'm not joining because you lag. No, I'm joking. I'll show you lies. Welcome to the lag factory. Hey, hang on, what's he doing? Why don't you just barricade upwards and just leave him there? And my man can barricade upwards and just let him stay up there, and he's fucking dead. Or you can challenge it, but you lag out though, don't you? So welcome to the lag factory. Yes, that's it. Barricade the bastard. Barricade him and stay down the bottom. Oh, my man wants to heal up, you know. That's right, barricade. Put the health on. Hold the health button. My man's clucking. My man's clucking to get out of there. Yes, clucking. Oh, you fool. You've done it wrong, mate. You're dead. 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 You silly fucking fool. You're dead. You're dead. 1 second. That's all it took. 1 second to fuck up. Oh. Oh, you're in it now. After I see that, I feel bad for Calamity, man. All we had to do was build above it and stay in one place, but no. Had to be Wild West, innit? Please join.
What are you giggling to yourself about?
Nothing. Come, let's play.
What are you giggling about?
Nothing.
You're like,
Nothing. She's not coming tonight, is she?
No.
Why? She already messaged you?
No, I messaged her.
And she said,
Oh no, she's out tonight.
nah,
Or
man.
she's been out, I don't know.
Bad behaviour, mate.
Huh?
Bad behaviour, mate.
How's it bad behaviour?
Bad behaviour.
Your bad behaviour.
Why am I bad behaviour?
Because that fucking said home.
Emma, I love you.
Not some little dickhead in French. Had to Google it to translate it.
The what?
The one that messaged me on Xbox.
Oh, he messaged you in French?
Yeah.
I allow that, man.
You're useless. You're so bad. I'm like, cool, man.
Ok, eu sei que não estou bem. MQ, très bien. Useless, waste. Shit player, noob. What they say, noob. I think the French,
Fuck off then.
the French were the first people that started that off, you know, like when one of them used to play King of Fighters and I was just beating him so bad, he was like, you use no brain. I was like, what the fuck are you, shut up. Noob, you noob. Come London, I'll show you what a noob means. I'll show you. A noob is when someone gets cracked, when their head gets cracked, yeah, and they sit in your house and they're shaking like fear that they've never been beaten. Listen, when you beat someone in front of them, yeah, it's bad, you know, it's very bad.
Imagine.
It's like, I don't even want to dare say that on stream, but it's like locking someone in a room and just beating them to death, telepathy. Just turn them into a little boy. They're defenseless, helpless, powerless, screaming for their mummy and daddy, like deep inside, like they leave the house and they start walking home, got their stick in the bag. What happened, my son? Well, I got pummeled. That's good.
Jesus.
Everyone's getting licks. Jay's one of them that got off. He got off scot-free.
Good boy.
Got off scot-free.
I love my Jason.
She loves her Jason. She's gonna listen when your lordship's out of hiding. Yeah, don't worry. Just be there to give him some cuddles. He's always gonna get cuddles. Well, I'll probably just get Emma. Emma will give me some cuddles, mate. She'll give me some royal cuddles. She'll be like, Did you beat him? Mm-hmm. Oh, come here then. You know.
It's okay. I'll stroke your face. It's okay.
No, he beat me. Oh, come on.
Mummy.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm playing Fortnite. I'll see you tomorrow. No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to pay this one if I've still got a job, or when I have a job. I don't
When
know.
you starting? What they just told you not playing it at all? Your character's just gonna dead up everywhere.
No, I'll just play it. I'll have to play it during the day I'll have to work and play at the same time.
No, you're dead. No, you're dead.
Why?
I mean, Emma might even get higher level than you. Even she'll not get higher level than you.
Where you going?
Dirty. Oh shit, actually. Let me have a look. Yes, dirty docs. These tasks are stupid. Like, your controller batteries are low. Hey, look, listen.
Mine kept on doing that earlier. I need to get new controllers. It's a piece of shit.
I don't know why it's saying like these rechargeable batteries are just dying quick now. Like, they last like 3 or 4 days and then they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Jesus.
11, 12. What's everyone doing here?
Oh, this is going to be a...
Listen, this is going to be a bloodbath.
Harpoon?
No! No! Oh shit!
Who killed you? Where is you?
In the fucking garage. Fucking animals, man. Savage shit, like. I don't know what driving that is.
Shit driving.
We're driving a poo-poo school. Poo-poo school driving.
School driving.
Yeah, I was saying, like, yeah, they put on the radio, they got Slushy's album on there now as well. But he's got the lead album. He's got the lead album on Rocket League.
Oh really?
Yeah. All I need now, yeah, that tune is like when you turn it on, that's the first tune. Rocket League, I need to sit down and I need to get that last task done, man. It's fucked up. You gotta get 5 wins. You gotta get 5 online wins in each mode.
Wait, do you want me to repeat you, by the way?
Wherever you want. I won't stay in Dirty Dogs though.
Bitch ran.
You could go Stark Industries. I don't know how many people be though.
No, loads of... I died there a minute ago. So where are we? Can I make it?
Of the Craggy Cliffs. Steamy Stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you go Steamy Stacks, how are you gonna get out? When you get to Steamy Stacks, you can go out of the thing, yeah, but you can't get to Stark Industries. It's just fucked. And if Stark Industries is in the map, yeah, that's to say, like, wherever he is, isn't it?
I'm gonna die there very quickly.
I don't care if you die. If you want, just hide and don't reboot me. Just hide for now, innit? Just hide. You got tools, just hide behind a tree and have a shit or something. Do a poo-poo. What are you doing?
I don't know yet. I'm deciding.
Hang on. Where? What, you going to Retail Row? Wait, what? Hang on. Lazy Lake?
Yeah.
You're mad.
Retail Row, one of them.
You're mad.
There's Catty Corner in there. I don't know what Catty Corner is. Come on, to Catty Corner.
But what's the point? There's no chopper. And anyway, look. Oh, no. I was going to say. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to sit and watch. Emma's here. She wants to say hi. No, I'm just... Nah, it's lucky I didn't message her then. I was all gonna be like, yeah, you fancy joining today? No. Can't stand you. Huh?
Fuck off.
Yeah, she probably said that's what she probably thought. She'll fuck off.
Get the green pistol left, please.
Need some dancing grenades, you know. Look at that. Look at that XP don't even move. Fucking joke. Let's just might even have to do something to the masses, man, and start looking at the punch cards.
Feeling
But
alright.
huh?
So you feeling alright?
Listen, no, I've never looked at them. I've never really bothered to.
That's what I
But
mean.
if my
Feeling
XP
alright.
ain't moving, then I'm gonna have to do something, because I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and play this game for the next couple of days and like I'm not leveling up. It's kind of garbage. I know I'm near the end, because really 180 is the end for me. That's the end of the run, and then it's just Xbox is gonna catch up. Then I'm gonna just catch you lot up
And overtake us.
and overtake everyone. That thing, if you're like, hang on, I was just on level 60. I'm like, bruv, I'm on level 38 in 2 days. 2 days. I'm halfway. I'm sure I'm halfway to Emma already. Give her a nice challenge. I say, I bet I'll get to 100 before you do. What would you do? Send on that nice juicy bottom. Oh. Let's say if I get to 100 before you, I have all rights to Emma and Ruby. Team Red is finished, mate. I'm taking that. Yeah, threesome.
All of the threesomes.
Threesome. Can't believe no one's at Lazy Lake. It's ridiculous.
Taking it apart now.
What?
Awesome.
Jaden requested me something to try out. Like he said,
Alright.
when you get the battle lab, go in the battle lab and see if you can smash the whole game down within the 3-hour time limit. I said, do you know what? I might even do that. You know, no, smash the whole game to pieces. Like take out the authority, take out every place in the game. Just bring it down to rubble, innit? That's an interesting challenge, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Huh?
I'll give you that. That's quite interesting.
Can the game get flatlined in 3.5 hours? Like I think no, because when you make a game, the game starts at 3 hours. Something. I was sitting there thinking to myself, could you actually rubble this game down in 3 hours? Because you could take because if you cut the stages from the bottom and knock the whole thing down, you could do a few places in a few minutes, you know. I was thinking, where would you go? Take out Stark Industries, smash up the authority. Catty Corner don't take that long to destroy. You can destroy that.
Quick, yeah.
You can destroy that in a couple of minutes. But I was actually sitting there thinking about it, and I thought, Raj, you know what? I wonder if it's doable. I'll just make a stream. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna smash up the whole place.
Just so you know, the upgrade bench is in there. Oh, some shooters in there. Sticking on that. Oh, they're trying to shoot me.
Where are they? I hate when people do that. Oh, they're over there.
Oh yeah, they see me. They hide.
Oh, mate.
They're still there. What'd you get?
Purple. I've got him. Purple assault rifle, man. It's the most accurate. Listen, where's your fucking friends, innit? Nowhere to be seen. You just thought, do you know what? I'm gonna go on by myself.
Yeah. Oh no, he's up there. He's up. Yeah, shut up.
And I'll see La Champion.
Oh, do you want this?
What is it?
Purple sniper.
Could do. I do need a purple poo-poo.
I need a blue.
Just drop those.
Storm's coming.
It's time to go then, isn't it? Pardon me, sorry. Oh, my chest is burning. Oh dear.
Actually, you know what? I can give you a chili if you want.
No, I'm cool, I've gone. Anywhere you can go, anywhere of your choosing, and I go and lick the fucking... Oh fuck it, I'm gonna have to fall down now. It's alright though, I don't mind.
I need to get down from here. You over? Yeah, you're down. Are you down the bottom?
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Yeah, hit the bottom.
Oh, take that. Yeah, take the shield.
Just go and get a bottle of water in a minute. Fucking hell.
People out the. You come up here on the right.
What do you mean? Where, over here? Where, over here?
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
I don't see nothing.
I saw someone shooting. Came up from this way.
Eyes of a hawk, yeah?
You see?
I still can't see him.
They are there.
I see nothing. My eyes are that bad. I ain't got my reading glasses on. Oh yes, 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 yes. Listen. I'm out of here. I missed. Once I miss, that's it, I'm gone. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not in one of them moods where I got my hunting rifle, I would have blast his head off. Once they've taken that out of this game, man, I'm not complete anymore. I'm a broken man. They took out my flares. They took out the sensors. They took out the C4. It's bullshit, man. Yeah, they took out the sensors, the sensor radars. Then they took out the C4s from the season previous before you played. The set charges were fucked because you could put 3 anywhere and one of them would kill you anyway, let alone 3 of them. But the charges were good because they just bring a whole building down, and people were just getting upset about that. They were like, "No, man, there's no point having these things. They're just too strong." People were like wetting the bed, bedwetters.
Oh, what was that?
Behind you.
Building.
Look at all the things falling down. Nah, I mean, listen, they got hurt bad.
Hmm?
They got hurt very badly.
Did.
Oh God, it's painful, man. Fucking hell.
Have you not got no water in the house?
I have. But even if I drink it, then my chest still, it's like it's still hot. It's painful, man. I ain't even, listen, I'm not even cussing, yeah? I'm telling you, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in a painful way to do with this one day. I just sense it.
It's not horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. It's horrible to know. It's not like man don't care about his health. Man cares a lot about his health, but I know people who do get healthy and just dead anyway. So
Yeah.
I remember a guy where I live, my mum's house, there used to be a running track, Terence Millennium Stadium, and this guy was healthy as fuck here, and his neck, he just went like that, and then something came out of his neck and he was dead, just like that. Running around the track. People say if you drink water you get healthy. If you drink too much water it's unhealthy. It's like if you eat tomatoes and salad, it's meant to be the healthy option. And then if you add salt and pepper to it, it's not. Let's go.
From the sounds that you. Oh, where are you? Sorry, you went checked out.
Now go on.
Going.
Stark Industries. Oh man, this is suicidal night.
Smart if you, because you've got us.
Wait, look, let's go left. Actually, look, if you keep flying, yeah, we could go to the Doom's Domain from here, or we could go off the edge. Look, I've gone round the edge of it. Look, total wanker business. Right, I've gone to risky rules. I changed my mind because there was too many people landing.
There was so many people.
Oh my god, there's nothing here. What? Bullshit.
Shotgun.
Listen, when you land here, there's like 6 or 7 chests. Where's all the chests gone? This game is just bad random select, man. That's what I'm saying. So I just don't like this game anymore. Like, this game just gives you some random. Okay, we're gonna give them this map, and in this map, there's no guns. I don't know which game it was I played earlier. There was no guns. I couldn't find a gun for like 10 minutes. One time.
That was just literally the game I watched you on.
No. There was one I played earlier, and I picked up 6 shotguns. That has to be the most. I don't like shotguns. They weren't even combat. They weren't even combat shotguns. That's how pissed I was. Oh look, I just can't stand shotguns, man. I hate them in this game. They're so dry. Now, if you got to like a top 30 and the whole game was consistent of like shotgun users, listen, I would rather watch Deluxe Paint, yeah, dry to the fucking wall. That's how bored it is. No, I just can't stand watching shotguns when they're opening and closing doors. It's just God sent boring. Someone's here. I already know someone's here because the henchmen have got question marks over their head. So something's going. I'm at Doom's Domain.
I stayed at this place.
No, I said I went to Risky Rules. Moving on to Doom's Domain. I did say that.
Oh.
I did say that.
Yeah, no. For some reason I thought you were still here. Don't know why.
So there's stuff down here, you know. Just thinking, what should I take? There's a lot of activity going on. Man ain't afraid of activity, I tell you that.
Up here. There's anything up here? No, there isn't.
What's that, Doom Henchman?
Ow! Did you get there so far?
Someone's there. Someone's already in Doom's house, Doom's building. Yep.
Man's moves quick.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Listen, I got an idea. Someone's got Doom shit. And mine's just driving in a square in Doom's domain, you know. Man's got Doom's weapons, and I'm just drifting around, taking the piss.
You actually have it?
No, I ain't got it. Someone else has got it. Someone's driving around. Someone's running around with Doom shit. I thought another car in there. Listen, I'm driving cars around the block and just leaving them in there. I don't give a shit. No, I'm gonna just annoy everyone to make the fucking game fuck the place up. Rolly, underpants. I'm gonna start now. This is Emma's pants. I'm gonna rolly dance. Oh, do you fancy some? I do fancy blowing some stuff up, but yeah, someone's already got it. Just coming to Doom's building, man. Place is decimated.
Are you coming back this way?
Well, where are you?
Going towards the circle. I'm
Oh.
going if I can to the
Well,
Fortnite.
I just set the place on fire, man. Set the place on fire.
Oh, I'm dead.
I came all this way to come back for you, only for you to dead.
Yeah, it's alright. That's alright.
The poo-poo challenge. Not even the Pepsi challenge, the poo-poo challenge. 200 meters, alright. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, rah! I've done this whole run just to get caught in the storm for 3 seconds. I can hear him taking your stuff. Fuck off. Fucking trash can, fuck off, man. He's like, yeah, man, I'm waiting for you to come out so I can snuff you. Little chief. Yeah, go on. Shoot, innit? You little trash. Oh, God. Listen, this guy followed me the whole time. They followed... Listen, they followed me the whole time. You two oh, my God. He copied my character.
Of course he did. He had
Have you seen it?
Yeah. He had to. I'm watching this now. I want to see how long he keeps it for.
Hope he dies. Little bastard. He's got my backpack as well. Little shit bag. Once in a lifetime you can be Renegade Raider, innit? The rare. I'll buy your character. I'll buy your Renegade Raider. Listen, this other guy, this French guy, Messaged me as well. I'll give you £400. I said, fuck off, man.
400.
Yeah. I said, fuck off.
As if you'd sell it for 400.
I won't sell it for 400.
Oh,
Huh?
it went.
What went? Oh, yeah. I have to do it again, innit? Oh, no, they ran out.
No. Oh.
I used to do it, yeah, I have to do it again.
That's not what to do it. Why would you do? Oh, mate. Kill her. Kill this one. Kill. Yes, die. Yeah, your mum.
How many left? 15 left. Them things complain like Jason.
Priority. Go has to. Tell me.
No, so it has a certain time.
No, but his priority is to be Renegade Raider, not to like get health or take shield. Must be Renegade Raider.
Desperate. Yeah, because he's never going. This is the listen. Mystique is a troll, innit? Because this is the closest they'll ever get to be Renegade Raider. Must be itching in their pants, man. Person probably will save the game and he'll be all like, yeah, I got to face Renegade Raider. You think, okay, whatever, man. And then you send a reply and say, your mum. Your mum is Renegade Raider.
Suck on that one, mate.
Suck on the tank, girl.
Die. Don't shoot this bastard. He's quite good. Renegade Raider now, are ya?
Did you see that thing I told you when they were running away? They were still building, looking the wrong way. Listen, I'm telling you, it's the biggest crock of shit, man. This thing, the game is high level. It's high level garbage. What I'm seeing. I shot them clean in their head, and it just changed it.
Just gonna leave it on spectate for a minute, just while I do a wee wee.
They're gone.
I'm gonna wet myself. Oh.
I'm watching this shit. It's actually funny. He's gotta die. Yeah, he's down. Look, as soon as she goes and takes a piss. Sweet, this bitch is dead meat. Yeah, break her in half. Yes, abstract. I need to hurry up, man. You want to sit in there. You want to sit in there on purpose. I keep going down the tubes, man. Oh. What? Oh, what was he doing? And then there was 8.
Haha, he died. Haha, haha.
He died as soon as you left.
I know, I saw.
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while still.
I've already noticed you. Sorry.
I want to go to the shops before it changes. It's 12, isn't it? This shop.
Oh, I thought you meant like go to a shop as in
No, I can't go shopping. I overspent a tenner, so even if I wanted to shop, I'm not doing it, man. I refuse. What I gotta last me a week. Deal damage with SMG, sniper rifle, search a supply drop, 5 fishing stops, shotgun kills, or
Just checking that listing as well, what we need to do tomorrow.
I'm gonna jump out at the end.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, go to our normal little corner. Right around here. I wonder how far into the sea you can go. Does it stop you?
I won't find out.
Huh?
I wouldn't find out.
You wouldn't find out.
Some people have made it, some haven't. So I don't really guess that.
Sound like you're falling asleep, mate.
Huh?
Sound like you're falling asleep.
No, I'm just covered up. I'm just cold. Thought everyone would come round and give me some lemsip.
Oh. Have you got a cold?
No. It feels like I've got a cold, but no. When I landed, I swear down, I counted 8 of them things hit the floor. At the moment, I've got 6.
Currently Wolverine isn't here, so that's alright.
Yeah, I can't believe he just roams. He roams the slurpy swamps, man. That's deep.
It's mad, isn't it? Like people are going into the woods looking for
They're
him.
going to the woods looking. Yeah, that's it. People are going to the woods looking for him, and they're like, "Listen, you lot are shit. You lot are looking in the wrong place, mate." Even the video says to you, "Weeping Woods," and he's not even there. It's like, you lot are fools. You should do your research, man.
Did I tell you I found a birthday present in here earlier in the game?
No.
Yeah, so they're still about. Right, mate.
Huh?
Did you right, mate?
I don't know. I felt like I was dozing off. I don't really want to be dozing. I'm busy. I've laid out my map for what I want to do tomorrow. So
Okay.
I want to be up at 8.
So why don't you get an early night? Would that not be the clever idea?
I just have to sit up.
Moving, you sleeping?
I'm moving. Oh dear. I've got no weapon. After all that.
I have a weapon if you need one.
I've got 6 meds. I've got 6 mushrooms. It's frustrating.
3 mushrooms, 4 mini shields. I'm about to get some more mini shields. Mini mushrooms even, so
Okay.
chuck them away in a minute.
Oh shit, he's here.
Is
Nah, he
I
is.
knew I could see him. I heard it. Um, where is he? I saw the footprints. Oh wow, it's far. Michael,
Huh?
can you still see him?
Yeah. I'm moving away. I'm moving well away. I've got no tools.
I do. Where is he?
He's over there. He's in the storm. Have you got tools to fight him?
Yep.
Oh. our team's killed him, yeah?
Right, here you go. Take,
Let's go, let's just go that way. Oh god. Was it the first time using them?
properly, yeah. Because
Oh
everyone
god.
else usually gets them.
Oh god.
No, this is the second time because you let me do it. Oh, it doesn't heal you when you're in the storm.
Of course it does.
No, 61, 60. I haven't got my med kit. One time, get something full. I'm gonna die.
But you can run faster, so use it. Use the advantage.
Trying.
Where's the fires? The fires are not far away.
Oh,
Huh? Why didn't you stay? Fucking hell. You're gonna have to wait.
no, I'm
Just
dead. Someone got me.
wait. Oh, fuck. So did they take Wolverine?
Yeah.
Of course they did. Oh, there's a log here.
It doesn't increase. It doesn't increase it when you're in the storm.
Increase what?
Your health when you got it on, it doesn't.
Oh, it's meant to. Hold on. I don't think I've even got enough. Someone just messaged me.
Oh.
Hey, do you want to join us? No, I was joking. Could be someone asking. Would you like to join? Join me, please. I'll be your friend. Joel, Joel, Joel. Could be a troll. Could be a troll. Could be a troll. Be a troll. Oh shit. Oh god, I just got out of the storm. Like into another one. Oh, that's interesting. I'll catch up with it.
That's the person that's got Wolverine on your right.
He's eating everything, man. The survivor. Oh, pardon me. Oh, Alison.
What's she saying? She's playing with Ed.
Ah, that's probably why. said to her, jump out the window, innit? Jump out the window, jump in the ladder and come round. No, you're joking. Huh?
What's alley?
Yeah, I'm joking. Oh, God. Before Ed gets upset. What's this? You're trying to my girl?
Sound like insane.
Sound like the voice
Where are you?
of the Mysterons crawled up your bottom. Nudge.
You're brave if you did.
Said man will die up there. Yours or Jason's, anyone will die. They might have the doctors, even the doctors have said, nah man, a man needs a colon cleanse. Did I just see someone jump? I'm sure I see someone not take the chest. Or was I just buzzing?
Oh yeah, are you shooting them? Or they're shooting you?
Someone was here. He didn't take the chest.
Oh shoot, fucking hell.
I'll just drag some.
Oh, here you go, take this. Oh yeah, you're over there. Where's his mate? Can you see him?
You're locked up in there, mate. Just keep your ass in there. died of what do they call it? Suffocation.
Yeah.
That's dark. Now I'll take your weapons.
Pretty dark, though, to be fair.
What?
Yeah.
What? Just suffocate characters, burn them alive, just bomb them and just send them on. Just send them on bombs. Oh yeah, listen, I ain't even listen. I ain't even like thingy them edits yet. You know, wait till I edit them.
To look at that video. Oh please, that was.
Yeah, just send them.
That really killed me off yesterday.
Let's send them bouncing, man. Man, I'd be like, hang on, what kind of?
He died.
Where did he go?
Hey.
Yeah, he just bounced him completely out. Let's send the one. What's his name? He was driving the truck, and then I bounced him into the sea. He must have thought. He must have thought, what the fuck's going on? No, them shockwaves are good. They throw people off, man. I couldn't believe they gave that weapon to Kit as a normal weapon. Like, they knew they had to limit it because they thought, hold on, if we give them 6 rockets and he can blow off like nearly 6 people off the screen, like, nah, man, that's taking the piss. Like, and then there's actually rockets you could actually pick up along the way. Like, actual rocket launchers can count as cannon shots. I thought, nah, you're taking the piss, mate. You're fucking this game up.
Someone's coming. Oh, they're above.
They're in there above.
Oh, I got. Yeah, they're going on top of it. It's a fucking mistake again. Okay. Go through the hole. And killed me alright then.
Fuck's sake, man. Oh my lord. Become my renegade raider, you know. Look at him. Sucking cock. Fucking trash.
And of course.
You ain't gonna win. I feel like when I see Mystiques now, I just feel like just killing them clean. They need to die, man. Just shapeshift and nick your character, like. That's taking the Bertie Bassett's, mate. Oh, that's what I need to do tomorrow as well. I need to do those time launches. Nah, trying to think what they're called. Oh fuck. The detonators. The detonators with the gnomes.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, I got three of them to find. I'm not even sure where they are.
Oh, I know where they are. I have pictures that I can send you. If it helps.
No, I got 60 days. I got 60 days to do it.
Oh, right, okay.
There's 6 weeks. There's 6 weeks of tasks. You could do like 1 week of tasks in a day, and then like you've caught up. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in no rush. I think it's even easier. It's like Gamer Girl. She puts all the XP coins. She shows you where they are, and I'm just like, what's the point? What's the point rushing around doing this game? You might as well just let everyone else. You turn it on. How do you do this? This one shows you a video. This one's done this video.
And he said, "Oh yeah, I've got all of my punch cards done the other day." She said, "I was just like, alright."
And then what else is there to do for her?
Mm.
Nothing.
Oh, where are we going? Cat corner.
Cat corner. Yeah, but she's going to be bored now. She's got nothing to do. Must be sitting there cocked out of her head, like.
Thing is, it's like I've gone up 2 levels today. Cool, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
But is that your pace?
Generally, I go up anything from 2 up in a day. So as long as it stays that way.
I've increased the pace by so much I don't even count it anymore. I can't even be bothered.
No.
But then again, I'm not even increasing it because I'm playing on Xbox at the same time, because then I could turn around and say, you know, in the last 2 days I've probably done over 50 levels on this game.
Yeah.
That's too much. I've done 38 on the Xbox. I did 5 on here yesterday, and I think I did 4 or 5 again. So 38 plus 9 is 47. It's just under 50 levels.
Oh, we can take this place apart.
Oh, my leg's itching. That's not even funny. I've got to get up.
Just only...
Fucking hell. Itching. Yeah, I told me mum. Oh, actually, no, I can't talk about that here. Talk about that.
Streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tell me later when you're off stream.
No, it's nothing bad. I just told my mum about certain things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what'd she say?
Just highly disappointed.
She's gonna be in she.
She said all that time all along, she was with someone else. Huh?
Did she say I told you so?
Yeah. She was cussing, man. She was cussing. She just sat there cussing. No, she was sitting there. She was just cussing, man. She was cussing. She shouldn't get with people like that. All this and that.
Yeah, but you're not meant to know.
That's all I was getting. I was getting a 3rd degree, man. I was just like...
There's a purple revolver in here for you when you're ready.
Oh, there was a shot. Oh, fuck. I need to go in that stream last night as well, you know. There was a killer. I did a killer shot with the handgun. I don't know if it was on the... I think it was on the Xbox. I'm sure it was on the Xbox. It was like... Yeah, because it was 4 minutes to the end of the stream. It was like 3 hours 56 or something like that. And I got this head-on shot on... I got someone's head clean off. I called it the Emma shot. Emma does your head in.
Let's take this building down.
Emma!
Down. you reckon we can take this down really quickly?
I want the metal, because this is the most... I want the metal, because you can get so much for the metal here.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just thought you might
No,
want
if
to
you
take the
do...
whole lot down.
No, if you do it like this, like I'm doing it, combos. Oh shit.
I've just been rebooted.
Don't worry about it. When we get down there... Have we even got a chopper?
I think so.
Yeah. Don't take the middle ones. Hold on, hold on. Is there still metal up there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Take up there and take the metal itself, because
Do you want to get off up there now?
maybe we can both do it.
Yep.
Oh shit.
There you go, sorry. Go to the top, tippy top.
Diddly-doo-doo-doo-doo. 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 Oh, 500 metal.
Got
No wood. Huh?
I said I haven't got 500. I've got quite a lot of brick.
No, I said no. I messaged her back. I said I'll play with her tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, because every time I play, because every time I play with her, I fall asleep, and that's kind of bad. That's bad news, man. No, I don't do it on purpose, but that's bad news.
No, I know you don't. You ain't got no control over it. Oh, so.
I'm just physically tired when she's on. She works through the night, man. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old. I used to sit at Dell's house. I used to do that on a Friday night. I used to play Street Fighter all the way till Monday morning and have our homework done just before we went into school. I do that all the time when I was around his house. Now I'm 44. I can barely keep myself awake.
Oh, that's a touch.
No, but we need to go down there and tune these weapons.
Yeah, we do.
And just get out. Cause the only problem is going there chopping wood.
I've got some wood.
No, I don't mind chopping wood. I just find it boring. Cutting wood is fine line in this game. But if it's a race against time, then that's a different story. And it's what do I want to do as well. See, I've got 710 metal, so
I've got 525 metal and 469 brick.
no, my brick is like, no, I'm a bit behind. That's what I'm saying. You got how much time? A minute. The thing's gonna move in a minute. What? That's a bit quick, isn't it?
Jesus. Need to get
What?
it out. Yes. She's asked and they give.
Who is?
Oh no, I meant me.
Oh.
What's... So 150 is 300.
150 is
150 is...
300.
So 150 times 2 is 300.
Oh, you're doing two things,
Yeah.
right?
And then times that by... And then add another 200. So how much is
It's
that?
500. That's if you're doing what... If that's... I don't know. I'm not 100% accurate what you're doing there, but...
No, I think you got it right.
I'm gonna go for more wood. I'm gonna go for more wood than metal, so I can burn a fire and stay there. But still, I've been like 300 and 400 brick behind. Now I can do 150, 150, 300, 200, 700, and if I want to get the revolver to gold, that's another 200. That's 900. If I want to do that.
If being the word.
Well, I've got... I'm kind of close to 600, 700, but I'm nowhere near 700 in brick. That's the problem. So I'm gonna run around the outside.
Yeah, 1 second. What's we got left?
30 seconds. I don't know if I've got 30 seconds to stay in the storm and tune items. It's not as simple as that now, because I think it's going to go in twos.
No, only when it gets to the last 10.
No, because round one already happened.
Where are you?
Round one already happened. What are you talking about? This is round two. Round two is going to go in twos.
Yeah, I've got... You can have all of my metal and all
Look,
of my...
look at the score. Look at the count. It's in twos.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Did you get the metal and brick I dropped on the floor inside there? Inside there?
No. There's only so much you can. There's only so much of this you can burn. You know. It's not even going. I don't think it's even going to match it. And I won't even get my weapons up. Fucking hell! This thing's gonna.
I'm running.
I can't even do nothing. That just cost 200 to burn it. It's a waste of time. Waste of time.
16, 14. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nah, I'm done for.
You don't reckon you can make it?
Not really. I can sit here and burn another 30, but that's all my wood gone. Yeah, it's all my wood gone. All my resources.
And it's moving again.
Yeah, it's game over, man.
Fuck.
It's game over.
Do you want me to... When you're coming. Is it down in twos or... What is it?
4, 2... Oh, fuck.
What is it going down in twos or fives?
Twos. It's going to go down in twos and fives now. So it's too late to
Shall I come get
sleep.
you?
No. I don't know why there's like 15 names watching my stream, but it doesn't actually say 15 people are there. It just says 4.
That's weird.
This is, Twitch is just strange, man.
Oh, shitting hell, that big fucking thing is there. No, I'm not playing with you.
I want to go lobby after this game anyway.
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Soul Monster sounds off.
It's such good shit.
Mama Monster.
Conquered extreme.
We like fighting a woman?
What is with this company's obsession with ninjas? Oh my god, we're only an hour in. We have 2 more hours of this.
Come over here and fight me.
Too many ninjas. 2 of them been beat up properly. Who writes this stuff? Bruce? This is episode 672 of the Solid Monster Sounds Off here for Sunday, October 4th, 2020. I am the Solid Monster. It is NXT TakeOver 31 tonight. I'm going to be live on YouTube as soon as TakeOver goes off the air to recap the entire show. Before we even get to that, though, later on here on this podcast, I'm going to be going through the entire card, giving predictions. We're going to talk TakeOver. We're going to talk WrestleMania here in a second. WWE taking over people's Twitch accounts. Huge change, massive change in the hierarchy of New Japan Pro Wrestling. James Storm talks about how close he came earlier this year to joining WWE and whether or not it still might happen. It's just a ton of stuff to get into. And all the things that happened this week in history, it's going to blow your mind. So we don't have any time to waste here. But the first thing I want to mention, I'm very excited about this. I've been waiting many weeks to get this up. It's been a while since we've gotten a new shirt up in the store on Pro Wrestling Tees, and I'm happy to announce that there is a brand new t-shirt up right now on ProWrestlingTees.com/SolomonsterSoundsOff. You got to type in the full name of the show. On the 13th-year anniversary of this podcast. Next month, it's going to be 13 years since the very first episode of the Sound Up dropped. And there is a new 13-year anniversary shirt that is in the spirit of, well, I'll let you see for yourself. It's very cool. It kind of fits the whole spirit of the Halloween season, which is why I wanted to get it up early here in the month of October. But you can probably put 2 and 2 together. We're playing off the whole 13 theme. It's great. I love it. I got my own shirt on the way. I hope you guys will check it out and consider picking up a shirt for yourself. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/SolomonsterSoundsOff. I'll show it to you on the stream tonight. But I wanted to let everybody know who might want to go ahead and take advantage of the 13-year anniversary shirt. We usually have a new anniversary shirt every year. This one is my favorite one. Of all the ones I've ever put out, going back to, I think, the 8-year anniversary was the first anniversary shirt that we did. This one is by far my favorite. So hopefully you guys will go and check
I wish you could play. I wish you could play solo, like with your friends.
36 this year was supposed to take place at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. They had the whole pirate ship theme. Jean-Pierre Lafitte was going to Tarzan swing in during the main event, only to be stopped by Paul Burchill, which would have ended in a sword fight, and Drew McIntyre winning the title from Brock Lesnar on a distraction roll-up. But thanks to COVID, none of that happened. COVID ruined it all. Ruined all the big plans. But you heard it here first. My sources told me that directly, that was the plan for the main event. So Tampa got screwed out of WrestleMania, and so did all the Hall of Fame inductees who were scheduled to, go in this year and give their speeches. It would only be fair for next year's inductees to be this year's Hall of Fame class. Just bump this year's Hall of Fame class to next year. That was to be Batista, Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and I guess they were throwing Waltman in there too from the NWO. And Hogan's a Tampa guy, so for him it would have been local. The Bella Twins were going in, JBL, Jushin Thunder Liger, and the deceased entry this year, the deceased legend, would have been the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Although, Liger, if Liger is not able to travel here to the States by then, and it's still many months away, but you think about March, you think about April, when it comes to travel restrictions and things of that nature, who knows if a lot of those restrictions even then will be lifted or relaxed in some way.
No, second.
And, realistically, why the hell would he even want to come here with everything going on? I would say the U.S. is the last place that I would want to fly to. If I'm Liger, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I think I'll stay home. I think I'm going to stay right here in Japan. I ain't coming to your country. sure you get your house in order. I ain't coming to your country.
Yeah, let me just go to the shop.
Yeah, that would really suck.
Because if I don't look at the stuff what I want to buy, it's probably going to go.
I remember him doing interviews. He was very honored when he found out that he
Hello?
was being inducted. It meant clearly
Oh.
it would have meant a lot.
No, I didn't hear anything.
To the States in front of this whole other audience to receive any kind of accolade. It's not like WWE does that very often. And I know he would probably want to be there in person to accept. So if they move ahead with it, and he either is not going to be part of it, or he has to send in some kind of pre-taped video, that would suck. But it looks like Tampa is going to be getting their WrestleMania after all. A year later than expected. That is the news, per Gary Cassidy of Inside the Ropes, who broke the story. And other websites have now followed up on that. The WWE is looking to run Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for WrestleMania 37 next year, and not SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, which had been the plan. SoFi is a brand new stadium. They were going to go with the whole WrestleMania Goes Hollywood theme again. I don't know if they would have given us those movie trailers, those parody movie trailers like they did back for WrestleMania 21. I was kind of hoping they would. I love those trailers. I go back every now and then and I come across one on YouTube. And they're great. They were great promotion for the event. And I assume that was going to kind of be the whole theme of Mania going back to the Hollywood area next year. And that does not look like it's going to happen, which you probably could have surmised that on your own.
Jay?
It's far more likely that they're going to be able to run in Florida with limited capacity fans in the stands than they would in California, even by March. You look at what's going on in California, the restrictions there. You know, again, March is a number of months away, but probably more of a sure thing if they were to go to Florida than California. And that's all we know so far. WWE has not confirmed the story. They have not denied the story. Everything is probably very fluid. It may not be a done deal. But this looks to be the current plan at the moment. WrestleVotes on Twitter backs up the news, saying there are contractual obligations that first need to be sorted out between WWE and the state of California if they were
Let's
to
have a look here.
pull out of the deal.
Right, let's go in the locker. So I need to look in the locker here to see.
I think you just delay it by a year. I
Fuck
don't
have I
know
got?
if they have something on the schedule already at SoFi for the following year. If they would even have an event on the docket that far in advance. But to me, you just push it back by a year and just say, look, we're going to bring the show to you in 2022 instead of 2021. It's like everything just gets pushed back by a year. I mean, honestly, I didn't think WWE would want to run a stadium show if they only were allowed to have 10 or 15,000 people.
Oh shit, what have I done?
If they're going to run with people, you know, in the audience, AEW does it every week at Daly's Place, which is an outdoor venue. They do it at around 15% capacity each week. So they probably have anywhere from 500 to 1,000, maybe 1,500 people in the building, maybe not even that many. You know, if WWE can get 15 to 20,000 people into the stadium, all spaced out, all wearing masks, they're outdoors. Now, I don't know that the acoustics would be all that great in a place that big that's mostly empty. I'm sure they can pipe in their fake crowd noise. I don't know how that would work. If you're going to have actual people there, you don't want to drown them out with fake crowd noise. You want that real. If you're going to have people there, you want that real kind of audience noise. So acoustically, I'm not sure how that's going to play, being in a venue that big with a small number of people. I'll tell you what, it beats the hell out of running the Performance Center. If you're watching the show on TV, for the visual experience, it beats the hell out of the PC. And the Thunderdome, it doesn't look like it's going to be around much longer. That deal is up at the end of the month. I have no idea if they're going to extend it. And even if they do, they're not going to extend it for another 6 months. So, you know, the Thunderdome is on borrowed time. So that may be the best way to go for WrestleMania. You know, look, I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be smart.
Yeah.
And if they can do that, then sure. You know, let's get some fans in there for WrestleMania. 15,000 people inside the stadium, which means they'll announce an attendance of 40,000. It's what they do. It would not be a true WrestleMania if they didn't exaggerate the attendance.
2 o'clock playing Fortnite. I was like, no.
But the other question is, do they run one night,
It was
or do they run two,
week.
like they did in the PC this year?
Two.
If they insist on having 15 matches and squeezing everybody on the card,
Well, what does he want you to do? Sit there and do nothing?
Oh, no,
Then it would
I
have
said
to
I
be
was going to go to
tonight's.
bed early tonight.
The 7-hour
Oh.
WrestleManias, that needs to be a thing of the past. That needs to just die.
So
They are exhausting.
Yeah.
WrestleMania should never, ever be that long again on a single night. You want to spread it out over 2 nights? Fine. 7, 7.5, even 6.5 hours. Look, I've sat through it live. I haven't just watched it on TV. I've been in the building live for some of those shows. It is exhausting. And it kills the crowd by the time you get into those last couple of matches, the main event. You know, we're always talking about what should headline, what should go on last. I'll tell you what, you know, when you have a long show like that, if I'm one of the matches being considered for the main event, I'm probably arguing to go on third from last. Or in the middle of the show like Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston did last year in New Jersey.
WWE Solomon stuff.
So there was a big story going into that match.
Yeah. Because he's gonna cuss about what's it called? Yeah. He's the main one that cusses like proper.
And it could really kill the vibe. If I were there, I'd want to go on earlier. I wouldn't want to go on last.
Oh, if we go to our
When you have
normal
a show that
place
long.
in the swamp,
They have the stadium to themselves, and they're only having, let's say, X number of people in there anyway, and they can book it for 2 nights. They may as well just, you know, leave everything up and just come back the next night and divide the card into 2 parts like they did this year. I was not sold on the idea of a 2-day WrestleMania, but that was under, you know, normal circumstances.
Where are you going?
Packed crowd.
Dunno.
Able to fill the building.
I haven't chosen yet.
The way they did it this year in the PC, it came off well. Here, they wouldn't have to worry about packing the building each night. They'd be able to, I mean, they would easily be able to get 15,000 people in there each night, all spaced out. I'm still not enamored with having that many people in one place. If we're all no better off by March than we are today, but if they're going to do it, better to do it outdoors. Did not forget about all you PayPal folks. For those of you who may be wondering
Animal.
how you can support the show, the easiest thing to do is just spread the word. Let people know about the sound off. Get friends and family members.
Kind of disgusting animal.
Yeah, I got a podcast for you to listen to.
No, I'm
Or send
joking.
them on over to the YouTube channel. There's a lot of other content up there. You can support directly, though, via PayPal. It's entirely voluntary. You can go to thesolomonster.com. It is the most direct way to support. You'll see the PayPal button on the right-hand side of that page. $10 or more will get you a nickname and a shout-out here on the show. I started doing it because people seem to love it. People seem to love it. Now we have our whole little PayPal family here. I want to say thank you to all of our great supporters. D-Venom, Johnny, Rue. Thank you, John. I cannot say enough about how important all these names that you hear, that I read off each week, how loyal these guys are. They listen every single week. They support. I see them on YouTube. They buy a shirt. They send the link to somebody. They're plugging the show on Twitter and tagging me, all kinds of stuff.
How can you...
It means the world.
Where are you?
John, thank you. Portland,
How the fuck am I going to get round there?
Paul,
I got no wood.
John, Luke Cannon, Lopez, Deadpool, James Herrera.
Where are you? Catty corner?
Control, Cody Thomas, the Florida Freebird,
I'm
Brian
now gonna go
Sarah,
down
Beast Mode, Brock Joseph.
Go down, you know.
Keith Hart,
Go down there.
Fast Blast, Tim
Let's see where
Banks,
this takes me.
the Chicago Slayer, Willie Eichert, Stephen Hammond, Halisick, Raymond the Mountie.
I need wood to climb up. I'm stuck at the... How can you climb down? You're dead.
Group Messiah. Jeff Lippman.
Oh, no.
Yes, he has undergone a gimmick
Someone
change.
down there as well.
He came
What do you mean there's someone down
to
here?
the promoter. He said, "Look,
Where
I
are
want to change my name. Want a new guy? I don't want to be Shorty G anymore. I want to go back to being Chad Gable. Oh, don't worry, I got something to say about that during the SmackDown review." But his request was granted. So, all hail the sound of Group Messiah, Jeff Lippman, Night Stalker Nayef Al-Safar, B-Mac Attack, Bernard Hicks.
Wait, I got an idea.
Whose mother turned
Trust me on this
63 years
one.
old on Thursday. He wanted
I hope
give
to
her
God
a
this
shout-out.
works, you know, because if this don't work, this is a quick game over, you know.
Super Jock Michael Cochran, Danger Dan Larson, Josh the Shooter
Oh,
Stockton,
fuck.
New York Punk, Arnold Modesto, Ostentatious Alan Carter,
I might be able.
Skies, Ryan Spies, The fire
Right.
I sounded Bostonian.
Can't be on your left.
Yeah,
The
that,
fire
look
bomber.
down.
The fire bomber.
Down.
Craig
What do you mean, look
Foster,
down?
First-class Cameron Johnson.
There
Oh,
I
you're
am.
down the ground.
And
No, I'm not on the
belt
ground,
fan
I'm literally
Brent Banner, who hosts
just-
a podcast with his friend Trey Sykes.
Yes,
called
you are.
How
There.
Did We Even Get Here?
How the fuck am I meant to get that?
Brothers chops
I don't know. That's
while
right.
winding their way through all sorts of topics, including pro
Wait.
wrestling. This past Thursday, they were joined by a couple of models. to talk
Oh
to.
shit!
Check them out on Spotify,
No!
on YouTube,
Oh,
and on Podbean at
fuck you!
getyourpod.podbean.com.
Alright, I'm gone.
Oh,
Here we go again.
look,
The top story this week.
fuck! I could have got you.
WWE banning third-party stuff when it comes
Listen.
to their talent. We talked about this a number of weeks ago. There was still a lot of confusion about it. I gave
Huh?
my thoughts on that whole situation, what Vince McMahon was trying to do, and there was a little bit of clarification that came out of it. I think there were a lot of wrestlers who were just very unsure.
Oh, hold on, there it is. It starts. Wait, let's go back a minute. Wait.
And this thoughts on that whole situation, what Vince McMahon was trying to do, and there was a little bit of clarification that came out of it. I think there were a lot of wrestlers who were just very unsure about exactly what the company was trying to do.
I'm at the lobby.
And
Yeah, you
this
can
bubbled back up this
go
week
into anything.
because...
No, I'm going to change your character for a minute.
If you remember, the deadline was set. It was a deadline of October 2nd, which came and went this past Friday.
Pardon
October
me.
2nd was the deadline that WWE and Vince McMahon had set
Bloody hell, man.
for all of their talent to sever any and all third-party business relationships that they may have had. Any kind of endorsement deals, any kind of monetary relationship that they may have with services like Cameo and Twitch had to be severed by October 2nd. Or they would risk a penalty in some way, fine, suspension, possibly even termination. Which I laugh at. They're not terminating anybody. But anyone who is using their WWE name and likeness to make money, where WWE itself was not making any money off those deals, that's what they wanted to cut off. And let me be clear, if somebody is using, and I said this before, and I'm going to say it again, if somebody is using their WWE name on Twitch, they built an entire channel using their WWE name on Twitch, on Cameo, and there were wrestlers, and I named who they were on Cameo, for example. They were not under their real names. They were, they were on there as WWE superstar, blank, whoever it was. So that was going on. And then WWE has the right to either ask them or tell them that, look, you got to share in that revenue, or ask them to just stop doing that. That's fair enough. But according to a new story from Wrestling Inc., which has now been backed up by other sites like Fightful and PW Insider, The Observer, they may be taking things even farther. Vince McMahon sent an email to talent. The WWE is going to be taking control of all Twitch and Cameo accounts in 4 weeks. Once they have the logins, everyone's username, everyone's password, they're supposed to turn all that information over to the company. Once they have that, and once WWE takes control of these accounts, the talent can continue to use them, and WWE will give those individuals a percentage of the revenue generated from those accounts.
Taking the piss.
And this is a big point. Big bone of contention here. This is what has a lot of the talent up in arms, which will count against their downside guarantee. Which begs the question, as I'm sure some people are wondering, what is a downside guarantee? You've heard that before. You've heard that expression, so-and-so signed their downside is this, their downside is that. What does that mean? Every wrestler has a downside guarantee that they sign for in WWE. For the lower card wrestlers, their downside is not going to be...
I am.
I don't know what their... I don't know
Oh,
what
is it
their
10 minutes?
But,
Yeah, I'm just editing
years
something.
ago, not even that long ago, but years ago, it could be something.
I'm having a good long look at a few problems in my thing.
Maybe somewhere in that $75,000 to $125,000 range, right? Somewhere in there. For someone higher on the card, their downside is going to obviously be higher, into the low six figures, maybe the mid six figures, and the very top stars it could be close to, if not $1 million or more. That means that that person will not make less than that figure for the year. They're guaranteed to make at least that much money. That does not count any additional money. Let's say business is good, it's a good year, right? A non-pandemic year, although WWE is making more money this year in the middle of a pandemic than they ever have in their history. But let's say you're in the middle of a good year, right? Business is booming. So you get extra money from the live events, right? Live event payoffs, from merchandise. If you're in the video game, that could be very lucrative. So if you have a downside guarantee, let's just say it's $250,000 a year. Your downside guarantee is pretty good. It's $250,000 a year. I'd say that's pretty good. And let's say you don't get hurt. You work all year. It's a good year. The buildings are full. You've made it into the video game. Maybe you even had a t-shirt that sold really well that year. So you actually made $500,000. And then you had yourself a pretty good year because you made $500,000 that year.
And you got to give half of that to WWE.
Maybe you were hurt for a while, you weren't working the live events, and you didn't reach your downside. Get to the end of the year, and you didn't hit your downside. And your downside was $150,000. You only made $100,000 that year. WWE would then have to cut you a check for the other $50,000 at the end of the year to make up for what you're owed. So that's my understanding of how it works, how it still works in WWE. The numbers may be different.
That's
but
dark.
that, generally speaking, is how a downside guarantee would work. So, what's the problem here? PW Insider spoke with a ton of different talents in the company. So did Fightful. But there was a report specifically from Mike Johnson on PW Insider. He spoke to a ton of different talent under the condition of anonymity. Nobody wanted to be named publicly. Who claimed that they were told a month ago, and this all first bubbled up. They were told a month ago, and they were under the impression that if they maintained a presence on these different services like Twitch, not using their WWE name and likeness, if it was their own personal channel, their own brand, their own name, that they would not be affected by this.
That's what they were told.
From the sounds of that, that is no longer the case. It sounds like WWE plans to take control of their accounts regardless of whether or not they're using their WWE name. Now, WWE needs to clarify this ASAP, because it could just be another misunderstanding, and they're being just very overly vague with these email messages, and the talent is confused. They immediately think the worst, they're panicking, this is ridiculous, this doesn't make any sense. But it sounds like more than just a few. This is the impression that they're under, is that it applies to their account even if they have stripped it of any and all mentions of WWE. The fact that they're only going to get a cut on a certain percentage of those earnings now is also very frustrating. You know, you figure Twitch takes, I don't know what Twitch takes actually. Let's say Twitch takes 50%, right? Or whatever it may be. I mean, I know, for example, all these services work differently, but for example, you know, I do a lot of live streaming on YouTube. YouTube introduced Super Chats some time ago, which was a game changer for a lot of streamers, because now people were, and now they have memberships and things like that on YouTube, but it was a game changer, because if you were somebody who streamed a lot, you know, it's no different than on Twitch and other services. You get tips and bits and all that kind of stuff. But Google has the system set up where when you get Super Chats, the content creator nets 70%, and YouTube takes 30%, which is a sizable percentage. But, you know, at least they're not taking...
Twitch takes 50% regardless, mate, so people can't complain.
I do, you know, reasonably well on a given night. You know, let's say $300 on a big pay-per-view stream in Super Chats. I ain't getting $300, because Google's taking their 30%. Right? Everybody has different percentages. Let's just say Twitch is taking 50%. Then WWE now is going to take its cut, and they'll decide how much the talent then gets. We don't know what that percentage is. It could be 5%, it could be 10%, it could be 15%. We don't know.
Exactly, they don't even know yet.
If Selena Vega had and she does have a Twitch, but if Selena Vega had a Twitch under that name, look, that would be one thing. But if she has one under Thea Trinidad, and it has nothing to do with her WWE persona. Yes, people would recognize her from WWE television. Yes, there would be an inherent benefit for her if people said, hey, that's Zelina Vega from WWE. And they wanted to come into her stream, and all they wanted to do was ask her WWE questions and talk about WWE. But look, if she's running it under her real name, and she's playing games, and she's doing non-WWE things, you know what? WWE can piss off. That's ridiculous. Not only that, but as WWE now wants to start to partner with or expand its own presence on Twitch, which is really what this is about. They want to get in on the whole Twitch thing. Right? They want to partner.
What did you want to do? Did you want to stay in the lobby, or did you want to play?
Everything go through them.
Well, we've got 4 minutes, don't we?
Oh, we can wait.
They're trying to find new ways to make money
But then
off
straight
these
after.
people because they're a company that tours. Like Icecapades, right? They're a touring brand that is unable to tour. And there's no indication of when they'll be able to go back to touring. And even when they do, they're not going to be touring as much. That seems pretty obvious. They were already scaling back on a lot of their live events even before the pandemic hit. So here you have this publicly traded company that is very cash rich and still doing very well financially at the moment. But they're looking for new ways. Hey, who can we make money
we're going
off
into a
of?
match.
How can we bring in new sources of revenue?
Oh,
Look at all
shit.
these people, look at all the money they're making. Look at all the money Paige is bringing in.
Yeah.
On Twitch. How can we get our cut? We got these people under contract. How can we squeeze them so we can get more money out of this?
No, it's just me.
That's what they're trying to do.
I was with you, I just left.
But then there's this
Oh.
from the PW Insider report. It says the one connecting frustration across all talents who are upset is the realization that they will soon be required to stream and appear on Twitch as part of their WWE booking contracts. All of the talents told a very similar story, which is that instead of letting WWE take them over, they will still be booked to appear and stream as part of WWE's planned larger scale Twitch presence going forward.
What?
Talent appearances will be just another appearance for the company. No different from a match on a house show or an autograph signing, and would not result in an extra payday. Instead, those Twitch appearances will morph into another requirement of the talent's booking contracts as part
Nah, Bear them are gonna leave.
guarantee.
Bear them should be
So
leaving
whatever sense
WWE.
of freedom they felt by having their own channel, that is now being completely taken away from them. And they are no longer making any extra money because it counts against their downside, in which case, why the hell even bother to maintain a channel anymore at all?
Well, just shut your channel down, man. Just say, look, I'm not streaming
It sounds
anymore.
like even if they give up their channel, there's still going to be a requirement for them to stream. It's like they have to do it now no matter what. It's now part of the job description all of a sudden. It wasn't when they signed that contract. You signed a WWE contract 2-3 years ago. There was no provision in there. There was no requirement for streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch. All of a sudden, the company wants to change that. They want to insert that. They want to make it part of your everyday responsibilities. But they ain't going to pay you anything for it. They're not going to pay you anything extra for it. Or if you do get a little bit of the percentage that, you know, they're going to cut you in on.
Is he playing Street Fighter? He's playing Saint. I
It's not going
can't.
to be that much. But yeah,
Jason.
why even bother having a channel anymore? If you are somebody who
Oh.
does it for, if you're a wrestler who does it for the extra,
Oh, my bad.
that is your main reason for going on Twitch. You want to make some extra money on the side. It's like your side hustle. Then you're no longer going to get that extra income, or at least not nearly as much to make it worth your while. And if you're somebody who doesn't really do it for the money, you just do it because it was fun and you can sort of just lounge out and be yourself. Well, now it's not so fun anymore because now it's work. They effectively
Shop's
want you
changed.
to do more work for the same amount of pay. Yeah, I can understand why they would be upset about that. Now, if you remember Andrew Yang, his name came up. He took a great interest in this story a few weeks ago because he is a wrestling fan. He did run for president. He is talking about how in the next administration he may have some influence. He may even have a position. Yeah, if I'm WWE, I got my eyes and ears open and I'm paying attention to this whole thing. So he's been very vocal about this.
I love the jacket.
And he heard this news, and he's heard from a lot of wrestlers who have reached out to him, apparently. This is what he tweeted. He said, "This would be..."
Oh, it's that song. Oh, allow that, man. Scarlet Commander, yeah.
Take them over.
Yeah, I've got a Corona, innit?
Independent
I like
contractors.
that shit.
People are angry, and rightfully so.
That's Becca, innit? That's Becca identity locked down.
Forcing the performers to sign new contracts that include Twitch. Streaming on Twitch will become a work obligation, and if talent
Oh, and Emma's big bomb, and Lucy Jessie go, and got to say so. Michael's getting nowhere, nowhere near that one.
Stop shine.
And said this, he said,
He's
a lot of
getting
independent wrestlers are afraid
nothing.
to speak out. I've had wrestlers past and present reach out to me and say that Vince McMahon has been getting away with exploitation of wrestlers, calling themselves independent contractors while
That's a
controlling
joke.
their activities for years and years. Which,
Like
of
the
course,
lantern.
we already knew that.
They brought the lantern back out.
They
Fucking
had
£6.
quasi-monopoly. And it's
Fucking
feels
joke.
that If you try to unionize or organize in some way that Vince doesn't like,
Raptor.
will never work.
Original Raptor's back. Fucking
To
hell.
me, though, this right here was
2000.
the key line at the very end of the story.
I like
This
that
was the
thing.
key line of the entire thing. It says, they also noted that a lot of talent is livid, but as is usually the case in these situations, nobody would speak up about it. And therein lies the problem. This is exactly what I said the last time we talked about this. Somebody has to be willing to stand up and put their name on this publicly, and not just speak anonymously to wrestling news websites and politicians like Andrew Yang. The only way that any of this possibly changes is if you get half a dozen or more wrestlers, including some prominent names, maybe not even the biggest name, but some prominent names on that WWE roster, the Raw roster, the SmackDown roster, to stand up to Vince McMahon and say, look, you're overstepping your bounds here. Now you're taking this too far. We're not doing this. We're not signing on for this. He's not going to... I mean, first of all, it'll be a PR disaster. But he's not going to fire half of his roster. I know he's got more talent now than he's ever had under contract at any one moment, but you can't just dump, all these people and just plug a whole new bunch of bodies in and expect people not to notice. That's not how this works. You've invested a lot of television time in a lot of these people for months, for years in some cases. They're not just going to fire all of those people if all of a sudden they speak up publicly. It's all about strength in numbers. It always is. Strength in numbers.
But they're scared,
But they
innit?
don't have the guts to do it. And look, I wouldn't want to be the only person who raises their hand at that meeting either. I would like to know that if I'm going to stand up and raise my hand, that I've got some other people willing to back me up on this. But unless the talent revolts against it, nothing is ever going to change. First of all, if they're putting new contracts in front of talent and saying, hey, sign here, and we've heard, my God, we've heard tons of stories. I've heard stories and read stories going back to the early to mid-'80s. The Wendy Richter story, when Wendy Richter was the women's champion before the whole Spider Lady incident, the first screw job, when they took the title away from her, they had Moolah in the Spider Lady costume screw Wendy Richter out of the women's title, and that was the end of Wendy Richter in WWE. The story where she was about to go out, it might have been that night, for her match, and Gorilla Monsoon is waiting at the gorilla position. Here, sign this, we got a new contract for you. Didn't give her a chance to read it or anything, and I think she refused to sign it. And then came the screw job, if I'm remembering that story correctly. So there's always been stories about people, hey, here, sign this. They don't want you to have time to look it over. And the last thing they want you to do is say, hey, I'm going to have my lawyer look it over. You dare say the word lawyer in front of Vince McMahon, you're dead to him. He is notorious for hating lawyers. He's got one of the best legal teams in the world. Oh, yeah, I'm sure his lawyers are great. He loves those lawyers. He loves Jerry McDevitt. He loves all those lawyers. But he's notorious for that. Stories where wrestlers wanted to bring their lawyer to like their contract negotiation, and he hates that. Hates that. He would rather just deal with the performer one-on-one. Of course he would. Of course he would. Of course he doesn't want
Where
to
you
go in
wanna
the
go?
room with him. But if they're putting contracts in front of the talent saying, hey,
Lighthouse.
sign here.
Yeah.
It's the same contract, but it's got a few extra clauses in there covering Twitch and Cameo and other services. We need you to sign this.
Wait, I need to play that back. I need to play that back 2 minutes. It's murder, what I just heard.
If your Twitch is all of a sudden they speak up publicly, it's all about strength in numbers. It always is.
Saying like, yeah, the talent want to bring in their lawyers.
But they don't have the guts
And
to do it.
Vince McMahon is like, he's notorious. He's got the best lawyers in the world for everything.
I would like to know that if I'm going to stand up and raise my hand,
They're gonna leave. I'm telling you, Bear them will just say, look, I can't be here anymore. They'll go to AEW.
but unless
Some of them might even just leave and just stream instead.
nothing is ever going to change.
What do Paige? How much does Paige make a year? 200, 300 grand a year? She probably would make that on Twitch.
Talent and saying, hey, sign here.
Just sit on Twitch every day and just play your games, man.
Tons of stories. I've heard stories and read stories going back to the early to mid 80s.
Wendy Richter. And she didn't sign a contract to lick her off.
Wendy Richter was the women's champion before the whole Spider Lady incident, the first screw job when they took the title away from her. They had Moolah in the Spider Lady costume, screw Wendy Richter out of the women's title, and that was the end of Wendy Richter in WWE. The story where she was about to go out, it might have been that night, for her match, and Gorilla Monsoon is waiting at the Gorilla position. Here, sign this. We got a new contract for you. Didn't give her a chance to read it or anything, and I think she refused to sign it. And then came the screw job, if I'm remembering that story correctly. So there's always been stories about people, hey, here, sign this. They don't want you to have time to look it over. The last thing they want you to do is say, hey, I'm going to have my lawyer look it over. You dare say the word lawyer in front of Vince McMahon, you're dead to him. He is notorious for hating lawyers. He's got one of the best legal teams in the world. Oh, yeah, I'm sure his lawyers are great. He loves those lawyers. He loves Jerry McDevitt. He loves all those lawyers. But he's notorious for that. Stories where wrestlers wanted to bring their lawyer to like their contract negotiation, and he hates that. Hates that. He would rather just deal with the performer one-on-one. Of course he would. Of course he would. Of course he doesn't want a lawyer in the room with him. But if they're putting contracts in front of the talent saying, here, sign here. It's the same contract, but it's got a few extra clauses in there covering Twitch and Cameo and other services. We need you to sign this. And guess what? Don't sign it. If your Twitch is that important to you, or your freedom is that important to you,
inside the building.
where you're naive enough to believe that, oh, well, I'm an independent contractor. If you really believe that, then regardless of how much money you may be making, and maybe you're doing well, maybe you're making a lot of money, maybe you don't need Twitch, but it just bothers you that they're doing this, just say no. It's very simple. Just say no. That's number one. Number two, WWE is really opening itself up to problems here if they keep barking up this tree. Protecting their intellectual property is one thing. You can't be Rusev on Twitch and make money. You can't be Paige on Twitch anymore and make money without WWE getting a cut. Fine. Then he'll be Miro, and she'll be Saraya. They should not have any right to tell people that even under their real names, the name of their drive. I don't give a shit what the language in the contract is. I'm just talking about this in terms of just basic fairness and common sense. Yes, it is possible there is language in the contract that they sign that actually does allow WWE to do this. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. They should not have any right to tell people that even under their real names, the names on their driver's license, we want you to turn your account over to us. Give us your password. Give us your login. It's just wrong. And I want to see these people stand up for themselves. If it matters that much to them, if they're that, what was the word in the report there? Livid. A lot of the talent is livid. Oh, really? Well, if they're that livid, then they need to take a stand and say no more. Otherwise, you get what you deserve. The next time you sign your name on that piece of paper, you do so with the understanding that you are signing your life away. Unless you're an NXT talent, of course, throwing a fucking party in the middle of a pandemic, in which case when you ask Triple H, as somebody did on the conference call before TakeOver this week, are there going to be any penalties for the people who threw the party? He'll tell you, well, gee, there's nothing we can do. We can't police people and control what they do in their personal lives. When it suits their agenda, they don't seem to have any problem telling people what to do in their personal lives. Throw a fucking party, though, and I guess, well, gee, there's nothing we can do about that. We can't tell them what to do. I guess that's where they draw the line.
Fucking crazy.
They need
WWE's
to
nuts, man.
information about this first thing tomorrow.
WWE
First thing
is an
Monday morning,
absolute
not
put
for
off
me.
now. I even feel like I don't even want
I
to
don't
watch it.
work for the company. Not for me, not for you, not for the
Huh?
fans, but for their
No,
own
just-
talent. I almost said employees. I can't even use that word.
It's like you're
But
crazy,
they
you
need
know.
to, first thing Monday morning,
Yeah.
put out that's what they did last
Kinda
time.
cool, but
They
kinda
did,
nuts.
I think on Sunday, they had to put some kind of statement out. They need to issue an immediate clarification about
you got
what
in the
the
room?
policy is.
I hate it.
There are a lot of people
So,
who just sound very confused. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're misunderstanding and misinterpreting this entire thing. If the talent have it all wrong, and
Where
this
you
is
going?
not what WWE is doing, then Vince
Right.
McMahon personally, this is not enough to just put a statement out from the PR department. Vince
There
McMahon
probably,
himself-
or
Now, I know he's been apparently getting to
There,
the
it
building
depends.
really late. Very cavalierly, he's coming the wrong way.
Oh, actually,
They didn't
look.
even sit down and start writing the fucking show on Monday until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
People apparently had no idea what they were doing on the show that night. They were at the building, but they didn't know what they were doing
take
because
another
the show
look.
wasn't even written yet.
yeah.
So Vince
No,
came
just
in, he
take.
sat down with everybody, and apparently at 2 p.m., hey, let's put together Monday Night Raw for 8 o'clock tonight. So I don't know when he's going to get to the building, but here's what he needs to do. He's the face of the company. He's the owner, he's the chairman, he's the CEO, he's the head cheese. Vince McMahon has to personally sit them down in the back tomorrow night at the Thunderdome, and again on Friday with the other roster. Or, you know, maybe he could even wait until he gets them all together. We got a draft coming up this week. They may have the rosters together anyway. And very clearly explain to everybody what the actual policy is, and then take questions. Take Q&A.
Take
There's a
Q&A.
lesson to be learned this week. It is that you have to be transparent with people. Because otherwise, you're going to have a million different stories going around. Some of it true, some of it not true. And then you're going to be left to clean up the mess. But if this turns out to be accurate, as I'm reading this, and as Andrew Yang says that he's got WWE talent telling him, if this all turns out to be exactly what we think it is,
Yeah, it's dark.
Vince McMahon had better tread lightly. All he's doing is poking the bear. And if he keeps pushing on this, it's going to blow up in his face. With the G1 Climax in full swing, the board of directors for
Fucking hell, 13 minutes he was cussing it.
owner of New Japan Pro Wrestling has made the decision to replace current CEO Harold Mage later this month in a major shakeup. See what I did there? He will remain the CEO of the company until October 23rd, when he will be replaced by Takami Obari, the current CEO of New Japan America. According to a report in The Observer, Mage was not well liked by a lot of people in the company who thought that he was very divisive. They thought that he had a big ego, and they blame him for bungling things with the North American talent that left the company last year, which may have played a direct role in there being no working relationship at the moment between New Japan and AEW.
Fucking hell, it's Stark Industries.
There always seems to be this
Got blasted in
underlying-
a safe.
Right? There's no, I don't want to say hatred, but
Fuck's
there's
sake.
definitely been some bad feelings, probably on both sides. And there's been this resistance to having any kind of real discussions between the two sides. You know, certainly, you look at the NWA, Billy Corgan and the NWA, they've had an open line of communication recently with AEW, and they've been able to work together. And a lot of people have been wondering, what's going on with New
So you're
Japan
in
and
the
AEW? And whatever angst might be there, hard feelings might be there, it seems like Mage is being blamed for the bulk of it. Now, per the Observer, Tony Khan said that he is not yet sure how this move might play out for them, but his initial gut feeling is that it could be a good thing for the two sides. And there was an unnamed top star in AEW who said that they have no idea if Mage being out means that they might open up a working relationship now with New Japan, but that they want to do it. There is a desire to want to do it. Mage was, in their words, an idiot when it came to understanding the wrestling business.
Did you hear that?
According again to this
Oh no, it's like
unnamed
me.
top
Sorry.
star. Even though
You've not seen what I just
Mage
did? I
has
got your
been
card.
He's been a fan for many years. It's not
Uh-huh.
like you hear stories
And I
about
take their
Jim
helicopter as
Herd
well.
being brought in
Oh shit.
to lead WCW in the early 90s. Didn't know what he
I'm
was
gonna take this
doing.
cut
He was an
camera.
executive doing non-wrestling things. What did he know about the wrestling business? Mays, by all accounts, was a wrestling fan, still is. Worked for other companies like Coca-Cola and different places, and ended up in charge of New Japan. But they're hopeful. This person at AEW says that they're hopeful that things now might change with him leaving. I've said this all year long. You guys have heard me talk about this time and time again. You have a lot of the top talent
Pardon
in
me.
AEW that have worked for New Japan. Cody's worked there, Omega's worked there, the Bucks have worked there, Hangman Page has worked there, others have worked there as well. That have established themselves to that New Japan audience. They have built a fan base, not only in this country, but in Japan as well. And they want to do business together, but whatever it was, it was always this underlying tension.
Nope.
And when Japan, New Japan lost their Access TV deal here in the States, that was a big blow to them. They didn't want to get into bed with Impact. They were given this ultimatum by Anthem. If you want to have a working relationship with Impact,
Yeah,
they might still be on Access TV today. But they didn't want to do it. They had a working relationship with Ring of Honor. It was bad blood from past years with Impact, even though that was a totally different administration. It is kind of silly if New Japan doesn't want to work with Impact for that reason alone, because the people who were in charge at that time, that was many, many, many years ago. You think about when Russo was, booking a young Okada and stuff like that. That's ancient history at this point. But whatever it is, they didn't want to work with Impact. And when they lost that TV deal,
Yeah, you did too.
it made it that much more important for them to get back.
Cat is thirsty, man. She doesn't fucking kill.
And that's why it makes
Where's
sense
all that shit that was here?
some kind of a deal, I'm sure, with AEW, because AEW has this great time slot, live television on TNT, one of the big major cable networks in this country every single week. And it's possible that they could get some of their big names in front of an American audience on TNT, at least until they're able to get a TV deal of their own. New Japan set up an entire American division to try to do just that. They wanted to expand, they still want to expand their footprint here in America. And that has really hit a wall since losing that TV deal. And then the pandemic hit, and they haven't been able to run any shows in this country. I want both sides to work together. I say this as a fan. I want both sides to work together. It is the talent exchange that we need. AEW has a surplus of tag teams. They have the most robust tag team division probably of any promotion anywhere in the world. They have so many tag teams they don't even know what to do with all of them.
Someone's going to get paid.
Now imagine sending, if they're not doing anything, let's say on TV.
2 people.
So for a few weeks, you can send the Lucha Bros over for the New Japan Tag League. Send Private Party over, or Best Friends. Imagine getting Kota Ibushi on TNT. You don't think that once they get crowds back into the buildings in front of those fans, the AEW fan base, that someone like Ibushi would not come across like a superstar? We already know that
There's one inside in that building there.
We have proof that he would. Look no further than the Cruiserweight Classic in WWE. Kota Ibushi worked with WWE before he ever worked with AEW. WWE
There's 3 of them.
in the worst way.
Yeah.
And he was smart enough to say no. Kota Ibushi. Sometimes I watch his matches and the abuse that he takes landing on the back of his neck all the time. And I think, boy, this is not a very smart person. But turning down WWE was probably the single smartest thing that he ever did in his entire career. He had the best matches of the whole tournament. He had Full Sail on their feet. Those are the kind of fans that you'll find at AEW events. You don't think this guy will get over like a superstar, like a fucking rock star? Or someone like Ishii, that he wouldn't come over and also get over? Imagine sending Jungle Boy or Darby Allin to take part in the Super Juniors. So there's a lot of synergy. There's a lot. I think that these guys do together that the fans would really be excited about.
I've got one.
He did oversee a very lucrative period for New Japan. They were able to survive the pandemic largely off the back of the revenue that they
I don't know if you can do that.
running those 2 Tokyo
Damaging
Dome
was
shows
high in there, you know.
the first time they've ever run back-to-back nights at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, it's 5.
That
No,
came
fuck
under
that.
the direction of Mage. And they didn't have to cut a single person during the pandemic. They didn't cut one wrestler. They didn't cut a single wrestler's pay during that entire time. People in the front office took pay cuts. Some of the executives supposedly took pay cuts
Did you take the
so that
shield?
they didn't have to take it out on the talent.
Oh, shit.
He had his own fan club, which was
Healed that
very
free down.
unusual for an executive.
Huh?
Fan club.
I threw you your shield.
It's like Bruce Pritchard. Bruce having a fan club. I can't even fathom such a thing. I'm sure he must. For his show with Conrad, he's got a lot of fans out there. But it'd be like Bruce Pritchard having his own fan club, or something like that. It'd be very strange. It'd be very weird. And apparently that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I guess it goes to the whole thing about him having a big ego.
What?
But also, you know, in the Observer report, it mentioned that he would often greet fans as they entered the buildings, and he would shake hands with them, and he would hand out items to them. See, I find that endearing. I don't know if that was brought up in the report as sort of a knock on the guy. Maybe it's not the traditional way of doing things in Japan. That doesn't even seem like it's the traditional way of doing things here in this country either. Although when I would go to Ring of Honor shows, Joe Koff from Sinclair, he would always be walking around at the Ring of Honor events. You know, there were multiple times where I was just sitting in my seat and I would turn and he's standing next to me, watching the show. You know, when I'd strike up a conversation with the guy, he was always, you know, personable enough. Sometimes I'd see
Sure, they're at the top of the mountain, you know.
at the front when people would come in, but it is a rare thing.
I'm sure they're way up there. Come, you ready? Come, this is going to be a big build, you know.
CEO of the company wanting to meet and greet fans as they enter the building.
A lot of hair falls out, Jack.
Only in wrestling would you have people upset that the CEO would greet fans entering the buildings, thinking that he was trying to get himself over. Just get himself over for what? What does it even mean? He's trying to get himself over.
Fuck.
So what, beat Okada for the title? That's only a thing here in America. You don't gotta worry about that in Japan. We've had CEOs, we've had head writers in WWE and WCW putting themselves over and winning world titles. Not in New Japan. Harold Mage in G1 is when New Japan would have jumped the shark for me. But I don't see anything wrong with that at all. The other stuff, that's a different story. I can't speak to that.
Oh, shit.
Because I don't work there, but obviously there are a lot of people who are not part of the Harold Mage fan club. They didn't have their membership renewed.
Oh, shit.
For the big fan club. And it sounds to me like we may have just
Fuck, man.
leap. It's too early to know for sure, but it sounds like we may have taken
Fuck this. I've fallen.
towards a dialogue.
Well, it's
a real
2 on 1.
dialogue, possibly
Fucking
open
hell. How's it 2 on 1? It's 4 people.
This is this. Oh, it's
That's a
4.
great
Sorry.
thing.
I've just fallen, like.
As I said before,
Fuck that.
Raw
They're here.
tonight was only finalized
Oh my lord, you're above them.
to get together reportedly to start putting the show together until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Listen,
We're basically at late stage WCW levels at this point. That's basically where we have arrived at. This is a company that's a lot more solvent. They have a lot more money and resources than WCW did. They're not in jeopardy the way WCW was. But we basically arrived at late stage WCW at this point. No retribution or Raw Underground. Automatically adds about 3 points.
poo-pooed. Oh no.
The COVID outbreak.
Oh,
They did not have
no.
access to all of the trainees that they usually would have in the crowd for the Raw Underground stuff, so they pitched it for 1 week.
got to be back on
She's gonna get some dick. She's gonna get some good dick.
Probably be back on TV tomorrow night. They could ditch it permanently, for all I care. They tried something new. I even said of the 2 ideas, Retribution and Raw Underground, which popped up the same week on TV. This is the one I thought could have had potential. I was, pitching this idea about Bobby Lashley. He looked like such a badass in the Underground that first week, and maybe that could become his lair. And then that could be a way to reintroduce Brock Lesnar at some point and start building to something with Lashley and Lesnar. And, you know, look, Lashley's still in a good spot. I like the Hurt Business stuff. They didn't go in that direction, obviously. And maybe Lesnar just doesn't want to come back right now. Maybe Brock Lesnar wants to take some time off. He'll come back around WrestleMania season like he always does. But as far as I'm concerned, now that I've had about a month or so, or a month or more, of Raw Underground and the camera cuts, and I see what this segment has become, and they build up the, Yabba Dabba Doo guy only to have him beat by Braun Strowman. As far as I'm concerned, they could ditch the whole damn thing for all I care. They tried something new. I don't think it has added anything of value to the show. You could say the same about Retribution. Some of the members were exposed to people who tested positive for COVID. As a precautionary measure, they were kept off the show, and they're probably going to be off the show tomorrow night as well. I don't think they're actually supposed to be back on the show until next week. Hopefully. I say hopefully for them, hopefully. The best thing they could do, honestly, at this point, this could be a blessing in disguise. They disappear from TV. The best thing they could do is to just say that, Teabag and Slapdick and the rest of them, they open their own Twitch accounts, and they have refused to hand over their login credentials to WWE management, so they have voided their contracts. And just be done with it. There you go. There it is, right? That's all you got to do. Their Twitch is so very important, and actually Mia Yim does have a Twitch. But there's your story. They refused to hand over their login name and their password to Vince McMahon, and their contracts have thereby been voided. They have a draft coming up, right? This Friday is when the draft begins. It starts Friday. It ends next Monday. Just draft the key members of Retribution to different shows. Drop the Halloween masks, and let us never speak of this again. They can still be saved. They can still be rescued. Their careers don't have to end in shame and just mocking and pointing and laughing.
There you go. Kitty.